Hello, it is Social Media Saturday, October 9th, 2021. Steve Sipress here. For some reason, I sat up staring right into the sun. But this will be a quick one today. This came up yesterday in one of the free consultations that I do. If you want one, by the way, go to helpfromsteve.com. I was helping somebody out with their Facebook advertising. I mentioned the Facebook ads library, and they had never heard of it. So this was established a while back. Facebook, another one of their fake attempts at transparency. And it's got a little less transparent over the years, but there's still plenty of information. You can see every single active Facebook ad that is running when you go to the Facebook ads library. I mean, if you like to be informed, if you understand that knowledge or applied knowledge is power, and you like to be prepared, and you like to succeed, you're going to love the Facebook ads library. You go to facebook.com/ads/library. Simple enough. And then you can search. You just put in a keyword or the name of a company or a public figure or a cause or whatever it is. Just do a search and all those ads will come up. You can see everything that's actively running. You can even see if they're doing a split test. You see the multiple versions of the ad. You can see, well, for some ads, they still show you the ad spend. So you can see, I mean, it's very likely. For most ads that I've noticed for a while, they no longer show you the ad spend. But you can still, have a really good idea about what ads are working. Even if you can't see the ad spend, obviously, the more money that's invested into the ad, the more likely it's working. But also longevity. The longer it's running, the more likely it's working, especially if it's a smart marketer, a smart company. A smart company will pay a smart marketer to run their Facebook ads. So if you're a local business and you're just looking at your local competitors, word of caution, be careful. Possibly they're doing their own ads and they're not very good at it and don't understand it, and they might have long-running ads that aren't really working. I learned that in my 3 years as a Yellow Pages employee with a Yellow Page publisher, where I was troubleshooting crappy ads of advertisers, and they were running the same ad for years and complaining every year to their rep, the ad isn't working, the ad isn't working. In fact, the whole sales system of the Yellow Pages, at least as I was taught, was sell them a bigger ad. Just keep selling them a bigger ad. So basically, I mean, does this make any sense? If you're not getting any calls out of your crappy little ad, well, make it a crappy big ad. And so, of course, if you put it that way, which is the way it is, makes no sense. But they didn't really teach the reps. Made some cursory training on what makes a good ad, but it was crappy training. It was really just based on all size of the ad, which also affects the placement of the ad, right? The bigger ad, you're ahead of your competitor. But by definition, if your ad isn't getting any calls, I don't care if it's a big ad, a little ad, whatever, it's very likely it's just not a good ad at all. So the whole sales strategy there was, if your quarter-page ad isn't working, you ought to make it a half-page ad. They just leave out the operative and descriptive word crappy because, again, company wouldn't want to say that. They designed 99% of the ads. The rep wouldn't want to say that. To buy a bigger crappy ad, but that's really the way it was. I said that when I came in. I said, why would you keep just buying a bigger version of your crappy ad that isn't working? I will create an ad for you that is a good ad. And you can start with it small, and later on you'll want to make it as big as possible because you'll realize that a good ad works. Well, it's the same thing online, right? So be careful who you copy or who you look at for research. But if you look at, usually, of course, the bigger brands, the bigger names, the bigger companies, they're paying big money to really excellent Facebook advertising experts who are putting together some really effective campaigns. So what to look for? Look for even the type of ad they're running. Is it a video? Is it a still image? Is it a carousel? Look for look for the, the most recent. Look for the types of ads. As far as just kind of the layout of the ad. Over time, layouts change just like they have for websites, right? If you found a website from 10 years ago, it'll look totally different than a website today. Same with ads. So look for the trend in the layout. You'll get some ideas there. Look for the headlines. Look for the offers. You get some great ideas there, especially if they're in a similar business category as you. Look for, just in general, if you look for competitors of yours, they're not advertising at all. You realize you pretty much run just about any ad if you're a local business owner, and you're going to start to kick complete total butt, being the only one in the category. So lots of research you can do, lots of insights you can gain from the Facebook ads library. You see all the active ads, and I don't know how it works, as they're always changing. Of course, it's social media, it's online, but you even see some inactive ads. So another thing, you can see which ads they've made inactive. If they're very recent, maybe there's a reason there, and that's something you would want to look at and kind of go down and make a list of all the different headlines, all the different offers, which ones are active, which ones did they stop, and you'll start to notice some trends and get some ideas of what to test, because with all advertising, you're always got to be tests, but it helps to get a little head start on the project by having a better understanding of what to test, instead of just throwing something up and hoping, and then making lots of tweaks and changes and corrections and additions and whatever. Why don't you start with a really good idea? Then you might have to make a slight tweak. By the way, it's another thing you can do when you look at the multiple versions of an ad, the split testing of the ad. You can see what elements those advertisers are split testing. You'll likely see every single thing in both versions identical except for one element. Maybe they changed one word in the headline. Maybe they changed one line in the copy. Maybe they changed the offer. Instead of offering something for $100, it's $110, whatever. You can see what they're testing. Get an idea of things you ought to test as well. So lots to be learned. And again, if you want more help with how to utilize the Facebook ads library for maximum effectiveness for you and your company, go to helpfromsteve.com, get on my calendar, and I'll help you out. Otherwise, I might point you in I have a couple of clients that are Facebook experts. I could point you in all kinds of directions for more help, or you can find it on your own. But anyway, my best wishes to you for massive success with your Facebook advertising campaign. By the way, that Facebook ads library includes all the ads that are running or some that are inactive on Facebook, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram. So a wealth of information for you to tap into, to have more fun, and to make more money. And that'll do it for Social Media Saturday, October 9th, 2021. I will catch you back here again tomorrow on Sunday. Fun day. Over and out. Bye-bye.